Göbekli Tepe is an archaeological site located in southeastern Turkey near the city of Şanlıurfa. It is one of the most significant and enigmatic archaeological discoveries of the 21st century. The site dates back to the Pre-Pottery Neolithic period, around 9600 to 8000 BCE, making it one of the oldest known monumental structures in the world. Gobekli Tepe is believed to have been a ritual or ceremonial site, and its purpose and the people who built it remain a mystery. This video is all about the secrets. Here are some interesting and mysterious aspects of Gobekli Tepe. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and then the bell icon to get instant notifications of new videos. Let's start the video. Number 11. Impact on archaeology. The discovery and ongoing study of Gobekli Tepe, an archaeological site in southeastern Turkey, have profoundly impacted the field of archaeology and our understanding of early human societies. Gobekli Tepe is an enigmatic site that dates back to the Pre-Pottery Neolithic period, around 9600 to 8000 BCE, making it one of the oldest known monumental structures in the world. The site consists of large, T-shaped stone pillars arranged in circular enclosures, many of which are adorned with intricate carvings and bas-relief depicting animals. Gobekli Tepe existed before agriculture and the emergence of settled societies. Its existence calls into question traditional theories about the evolution of human civilization, which have frequently assumed that complex monumental architecture arose only after the introduction of agriculture and sedentary lifestyles. According to Gobekli Tepe, hunter-gatherer societies could plan large-scale construction projects and engage in complex ritual practices. Number 10. Possible connection to religion. One of the most intriguing aspects of Gobekli Tepe is the possible link between the site and early religious or ritual practices. Many of the stone pillars of Gobekli Tepe are decorated with detailed carvings of animals, including foxes, boars, snakes, birds, and scorpions. Some pillars also feature anthropomorphic figures and abstract symbols. These carvings may have had symbolic or religious meanings and may represent deities, spirits, or other supernatural beings. Archaeologists are still debating the precise nature of the religious or ritual practices of Gobekli Tepe. Some researchers believe the site was a pilgrimage site or a gathering place for various groups to gather for ceremonies or rituals. Others have speculated that it was an early observatory or a site for initiation rites. Number 9. Astronomical Alignments. At Gobekli Tepe, the possibility of astronomical alignments is an intriguing and speculative aspect of the site's interpretation. It is important to note that the idea of astronomical alignments at Gobekli Tepe is speculative and is still being debated by archaeologists and scholars. While some researchers have proposed possible alignments and interpretations, others are skeptical and warn against reading too much into the layout and orientation of the site. Some researchers have noticed that the central pillars in some of the Gobekli Tepe's circular enclosures are oriented roughly north-south. This has led to speculation that the enclosure's orientation was intentional and may be related to astronomical observations. According to some researchers, the orientation of certain pillars or enclosures at Gobekli Tepe may correspond to the rising or setting positions of the sun during solstices or equinoxes. These alignments could have been used to mark important seasons for agricultural or ritual purposes. Number 8. Lack of tools. One of the most intriguing aspects of Gobekli Tepe is the apparent lack of evidence for the tools used to carve, shape, or transport the massive stone structures discovered there. Gobekli Tepe's construction required advanced engineering and construction techniques, especially given that it predates invention of metal tools and the wheel. The builders of Gobekli Tepe were most likely hunter-gatherers, and the level of organization and skill required to create the site's monumental architecture is impressive. At Gobekli Tepe, the primary building material is limestone, which is relatively soft and can be shaped with stone tools. The builders most likely used stone tools like chisels, pounders, and hammerstones to shape the pillars and carve the intricate carvings. However, the specific tools and techniques used are still a source of speculation and research. Number 7. Unknown builders. One of the most intriguing mysteries of Gobekli Tepe is the builder's identity. The builders of Gobekli Tepe were most likely hunter-gatherers rather than members of a settled agricultural society based on the site's early date. The construction of such monumental architecture by hunter-gatherer groups calls into question traditional theories about the evolution of complex societies, which have frequently assumed that large-scale construction projects arose only after the arrival of agriculture. Number 6. Buried intentionally. One of the fascinating aspects of Gobekli Tepe is that it appears to have been purposefully buried with soil and debris around 8000 BCE. This deliberate burial is thought to have occurred over time and involved the careful placement of soil and stones to fill in the circular enclosures and cover the T-shaped stone pillars. The reasons for this intentional burial are still a source of speculation and investigation. The deliberate burial of Gobekli Tepe has contributed to the site's remarkable preservation. For thousands of years, the soil and debris that covered the stone pillars and enclosures protected them from the elements and human disturbance. As a result, many of the site's carvings and architectural features can still be seen today. Number 5. Early date. One of the most significant and surprising aspects of Gobekli Tepe is its early date. Gobekli Tepe's construction required advanced engineering, planning, and coordination. Large T-shaped stone pillars, some weighing up to 20 tons, are arranged in circular enclosures at the site. The architecture's scale and complexity imply a high level of social organization and cooperation among those who built it. This level of organization is unusual for a society that predates agriculture and permanent settlements. Gobekli Tepe predates agriculture and the development of settled agricultural societies. The builders of Gobekli Tepe are thought to have been hunter-gatherers who subsisted on hunting, fishing, and gathering wild plants. The construction of such monumental architecture by hunter-gatherer groups is remarkable, and it calls into question the notion that large-scale construction projects arose only after agriculture. Number 4. Advanced construction. The advanced construction techniques employed at Gobekli Tepe are a remarkable feature of the site with significant implications for our understanding of early human societies. The quarrying of large blocks of limestone, which were then shaped and carved into the distinctive T-shaped pillars, was required to construct Gobekli Tepe. Quarrying, shaping, and carving the pillars would have necessitated advanced stoneworking techniques and a thorough understanding of the material properties of limestone. The massive stone pillars would have required significant effort and coordination to transport from quarries to the construction site and then erected them into place. The exact methods used to transport and erect pillars are unknown, but they most likely involved ramps, levers, ropes, and a large labor force. Number 3. Lack of domestic structures. The lack of domestic structures at Gobekli Tepe is a significant aspect of the site that has important implications for understanding its function and purpose. Despite the monumental architecture and the apparent importance of the site, there is little evidence of a permanent habitation at Gobekli Tepe itself. This lack of domestic structures suggests that the site was not a typical settlement, but rather a place specifically dedicated to other activities, likely of a ceremonial or ritual nature. Archaeological excavations at Gobekli Tepe have not uncovered evidence of typical residential buildings, such as houses or dwellings, that would be expected in a permanent settlement. This suggests that the site was not used as a place of residence for a large population. There is limited evidence of cooking hearths, ovens, or other structures associated with food preparation at Gobekli Tepe. While animal bones have been found at the site, possibly indicating ritual feasting, there is a lack of evidence for the everyday preparation and consumption of food. Number 2. Carvings and reliefs. The carvings and reliefs found on the stone pillars at Gobekli Tepe are among the site's most distinctive and intriguing features. These carvings and reliefs are rich in symbolism and provide valuable insights into the beliefs and practices of the people who built and used the site. The carvings and reliefs at Gobekli Tepe depict various animals, including foxes, boars, snakes, birds, scorpions, and lions. In addition to the animal carvings, there are also abstract symbols and anthropomorphic figures, some of which appear to be wearing belts or loincloths. The carvings and reliefs are believed to have had symbolic or ritual significance for the people who use Gobekli Tepe. While the exact meanings of the carvings are not fully understood, they may represent deities, spirits, or other supernatural beings. The animal carvings may also relate to totemic beliefs or symbolize specific clans or groups. Number 1. Monumental Architecture. The stone pillars at Gobekli Tepe are massive, with some weighing up to 20 tons and standing several meters tall. The scale and complexity of the architecture are impressive, especially considering that the site predates the invention of metal tools and the wheel. The construction of such monumental structures required advanced engineering, planning, and coordination. The distinctive T-shaped pillars are a unique architectural feature at Gobekli Tepe. Some central pillars in the circular enclosures are larger and more elaborately carved than the surrounding ones. The T-shaped design may have had symbolic or functional significance, and the pillars may have represented anthropomorphic figures or deities. Some of the stone pillars at Gobekli Tepe are adorned with intricate carvings in bas-relief, depicting animals such as foxes, boars, snakes, and birds, as well as abstract symbols. These carvings add to the site's monumental character and suggest that the pillars had symbolic or ritual significance. Thanks for watching the video. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Do subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get instant notifications of upcoming videos.